Big BRP, Big Cal Cena, winning trivia on the cruise ship. Just wanted to drop in briefly. I'm not supposed to be here, but it's not every day that I'm on vacation and I get word that Hulk Hogan passes away. Again, I don't want to take up too much time. Y'all know I could be long winded. You know where BRP stand. You know where we've stood ever since that situation went down. And that's where we're always going to stand, honestly, on the side of right. Don't be afraid, though. I mean, I think the thing that we should all realize in this particular situation is like just because the pomp and circumstance right now in WWE is going to be the real American passed away. I can only imagine what's going to happen in Jersey for SummerSlam. They may do some type of tribute. Live your truth. If you know where you stand and you aren't standing up for the national anthem, you're not standing in tribute to Hulk Hogan, do you protect your peace? There's too many people out there that believe the same nonsense that he spews, and they're going to make you feel weird for saying, boom, we're not standing for that. And that's from Hogan, that's from Flair, that's from Val, any one of these cats who is on that type of nonsense timing, that MAGA timing, and that real like divide in the country bullshit, they can kick rocks. You ain't gotta, you ain't gotta put no hands on. You ain't even gotta say nothing on them Twitters. You know where you stand. Put your energy behind the brothers and sisters and everybody else who is on the right side of things. And if you don't know if they're on the right side of the thing, do your research. Because clearly there were some car facts about this man that we should have been put onto years ago. But I could go on all night, and I won't because my family's probably going to beat me up for even being on the Yami for this long. I'm out of here. Love y'all. Shouts out to the squad. Have a great show. We're in the tricking matter. We in the tricking A era. Let my niggas live, yo. I'm out.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Shout out to Cal.
Mhm.
I know Mrs. Cal cussed him out for doing that video. Rightfully so. Rightfully
Right. Because
so.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah. So yeah, man, big deal. Hulk Hogan passes away at 71 years of age, and the internet will forever be in turmoil about it.
Mm-hmm. I've seen
Um,
too much.
how'd you find out, and what was the
Corey, because we have our TBT um internal chat. Corey dropped it, and I thought it was a lie. I thought it was, how sometimes people see things and they just misinform, or the story's developing. That's what it was. Hulk Hogan dead at 71, story developing. And usually story developing can flip, they can retract, and we've seen that happen before. So I was like, I need to see a coroner's report. I need the reels, even if it came off of TMZ. Justin was like, usually when DMZ reports it, it's pretty solid. I'm like, yeah, but it says developing, so you know. And then it got
well, not
finalized,
that hat.
and and that shirt. Um, and
Yeah, nah,
so
don't do that.
and so when it was like, I'm petty. Okay, now I can move on. You know what I mean? And so for me, I didn't really react like I really wanted to react online, but I'm very much, my heels are dug in the ground. I have a black son. I have black male friends, and he was talking about them. He was talking about me. He was talking about my nephews. He was talking about y'all. He was talking about a lot of people. And when I heard the audio, like, I can't go back from that. So it is what it is.
Brother Corey, you were one of the millions and millions of chats and text messages and DMs, and but you were
Mhm.
one of the first to hit folks with the info that Hogan was gone. What
Mhm.
was I guess, how'd you find out, and what were your initial thoughts?
It immediately came across my phone via TMZ and everything. Usually, I have like major news alerts that come across my apps and everything on my phone. So when I saw it flash, I said, "Whoa! Like this is it's big news." Um, what I thought it instantly was, man, like the '80s, as far as the wrestlers, '70s, '80s, it's really dwindling away.
Oh yeah.
That's the initial thought that I had. It's still the thought that I have. I mean, me personally, I just not sounding like horrible or anything. He wasn't one of my guys anyway. Whether I mean, uh, the stuff that he said and did, that was just bad, regardless. But he wasn't one of the people I followed like that anyway. So for me, it was like, man, that's a big deal that he passed. But for me, not, and like I said, not to sound bad, but it was like it was just another wrestler that had passed for me. But he was a big deal. So and yeah,
And we
that was
can't
my
take
initial
away
thought.
from that too. We can't take away from the fact that
Yeah.
we wouldn't have what we have today if he wasn't a part of history. Maybe,
Hmm.
maybe not. That is still debatable in my opinion, because
Yeah.
I feel like, um, you know, given some of the stuff, like I'm not a wrestling historian, but I
Hmm.
am now learning about, other people that were around back in the day that didn't have a chance, and what if
Right.
he wasn't around and they had a chance. Black, white, whatever the situation is.
Mhm.
So but at the end of the day, he is etched in history. He is
Yeah.
one of the people. It was that WWF magazine with him on the cover that
Hmm.
got me to watching. I picked up that magazine and never looked back.
Yeah.
So, and the eat your vitamins and all that, I was a little girl, like, yes, Hulk Hogan, that is
Hmm.
my absolute favorite wrestler at that point. So
Right.
we can't take away from that,
Yeah.
of course.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
So for me, I am the eternal skeptic, right? So when you get all these chats, the first thing I saw, and it's weird that I go here first now, but TMZ. When
Hmm.
you see that TMZ says somehow now that's the official word, right?
Hmm.
That is, I mean, TMZ is one of those sources that when a celebrity passes away, when they say it, it's pretty much yeah, that's it, right? And so at that point, my first thought went to, oh, the timeline's going to be in shambles. The people, the tweets, people are going to, everybody's going to be emotional about this, right?
Hmm.
So, and everybody's going to want to be right or on the right side, like Brother Cal was saying. I feel like this is a situation where multiple things can be true. Hulk Hogan was the very first segment of the very first stumbled upon pro wrestling on TV. My first segment that I ever saw was Paul Orndorff, Hulk Hogan, and some kind of phone angle, and I was like, "Yo, what is these two big dudes arguing on the phone? It's crazy." That's that is my start, and that is a 1980s something, right? That being the case, Hulk Hogan has been a part of a lot of folks' lives
Yeah.
for the whole thing, right? Good, bad, and different. Now, the irony that he dies on the day that, or the
Yeah.
anniversary that all this stuff, the 10th anniversary, where the Hulk Hogan Bubba the Love Sponge or whoever it was tape release where he was like,
Is it?
my daughter, nigga, today is the 10th anniversary. If I went like on, you know, your Facebook memories, like on my Facebook page 10 years ago, it's just a
Hmm.
picture of Hulk Hogan ripping the shirt open and it's got the rebel flag on it. The goddamn, like you said, ain't so Hulk. And that 10 years ago to the day.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing
Hmm.
for me, Hulk Hogan died that day for me,
You're right.
right?
Yeah.
So I've mourned Hogan and what he was to my childhood for 10 years. I'm cool.
Hmm.
Everybody didn't deal with it in that way. So there are certain people's like, yeah, well, I can separate the this from the that. That's cool. It's not my opinion of it.
Mhm.
But like, I can't say, oh, your feelings are invalid because this guy was a bad guy. Like, you know, I think the best or the easiest thing I can kind of compare this to is R. Kelly, right? Is like, yeah, R. Kelly's a nasty man. But that don't make the song that you liked 20 years ago a bad song. Just make Main Man a bad person.
Mhm.
So when I see someone who still is like, yeah, I know you're a bigot, man, but I used to like Hulk Hogan, man. And you seen like the funny part was the casuals, the niggas that don't watch wrestling at all, but they knew Hulk Hogan, they know the Rock, they know the Stone Cold. They say, oh, it's WrestleMania. Those people, all those hit my phone today. I'm sure y'all got the same.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they was like, oh man, Hulk gone. And then you have the decision to be like, yeah, man, part of your childhood is gone today. Did you know he was an evil bigot?
Mhm.
It's like, do you decide to weaponize truth in that moment, or you just let that person be sad for a second? I'm of the mindset, hey, I'll give you the information, but you don't need to have it right now. Be sad for a second. It's messed up. You know what I mean? It's messed up. He did what he did and he was what he was. But listen, Hulk Hogan died 10 years ago for me.
Mm. I didn't get those messages though.
Did you?
I
My
didn't get
feelings.
the "I'm sad" messages.
Oh, I guess from the people who, you know, I get old, it's people who didn't like that ain't into wrestling.
Mm,
Oh
mm.
man, now this Hulk Hogan, man, dang. And
Oh,
then
wow.
someone sent them the meme or the text of the conversation that's coming out to
Mhm.
everybody, and everybody's kind of sharing that. So
Yeah.
when they talk about passes, right? And I see Mr. Miles talking about passes. I Hogan did, baby. He don't need no passes. So now there's, do I want to be mad at the person, the people now that are here at the gone because he was who he was? Or you know what I
Mhm.
mean, let them niggas live, man. I listen, I can't be mad at people. F Hulk Hogan, you know what I mean? But today ain't, like I said, for me, Hogan died 10 years ago. So I can't be sad today, but I also don't feel like I want to turn the screws on a nigga that might be a little bit sad today.
Mm. I didn't think about it like that at all. I just kind of I think when people talk about him and it's clear, like, there was a lot of people like, I have a group of dads that I hang out with, and, they're, like, my best friend, wrestling dads, and they, you know, love wrestling, especially the '80s,
Mhm.
and they did not know about that recording. I
Yeah.
sent that recording in our group chat, like, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and that was it. They never mentioned Hulk Hogan to me, and they're right. So, I think a lot they might be the only people that didn't know about that recording, and they didn't even hit me up. His wife hit me up, she's really my best friend. She hit me up and she said, "Oh, I guess there's one less racist in this world today." Like, I don't think anybody who is on that side would even reach out to me. So that's why I didn't even think about it. I wouldn't rain on anybody's parade. Um, I would just look at the text and put my phone down. That's it. But yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting that y'all brought up the Clam, you brought up the when you're getting the different texts from the different groups of people. And I know it's people that a lot of people hit me that I know don't watch, especially that I don't talk to about wrestling for the most part. They're like, "Oh man, Hulk Hogan." I just hit them with the yeah, like, "Dang, that's crazy, right?" Like that's all I hit them
Right.
because
Right.
I just at that point and the reason why I did that is for two reasons. One, for me, I'm just selective on who I talk to about wrestling anyway, just because I don't feel like getting into a conversation about it when I know they don't watch it. So it's kind of like, all right, let me just keep it right there. And the other was because, I mean, at that point, once that conversation comes out that's, where they'll, one way or the other, the way social media has been today, they're going to find out what happened anyway. So at that
Right.
point, if they want
Right.
to Yeah, if they want to be what they are, dang, they hit me up about it because they know I watch it. Great. I just leave it at that because I don't need to go down that road with them, So
Right. Right.
Yeah, it makes it, and I know a lot of folks looked at us. Listen,
hmm
people thought we was going to be on here with confetti and champagne. And listen, a great deal of you folks are younger than us. Listen, that energy is amazing for you. I'm not drawn to being like mess. Like I'm not drawn to it. And so you folks that were waiting for us to James Brown on Main Man Grave, listen, he gone. He ain't gonna see it. This is the thing. We did it while he was here. You know what I'm saying? While he was here and being unapologetically who he was.
Mm-hmm.
We was here and you saw the goddamn X every single, you know what I'm saying? That's us. That is our brand. There's no need to, like I said, it ain't no need to turn the screws on the people that are left over because main man that was that was transgressing is gone. You know what I'm saying? They put him his last moments. Now listen, there's a lot of karma that came true. His last outing on the place where he was made, boos. That was the caption, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crowd boos. Listen, and I believe the date was January 6th.
Yep.
There were so many things that were poetic about the way he went out in pro wrestling. I personally don't feel like we got to, rest in peace to Theo Huxtable. I don't have to hit the goddamn knees shaking with the pointers up, babe. We seen it. We said what we said when he was around. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that Cal said that struck me the most was the best way to be the opposite of what Main Man was today. Choose today to highlight someone black in pro wrestling specifically that you love, you respect, you want to give them their flowers because it worked going the same way in you the same way Main Man is.
Mm-hmm.
You end up with him. You gotta go the opposite way. So all that hate, show love. You know what I'm saying? Show love and just show love to. I ain't saying show love to Main Man. Please don't get that confused.
Mm-hmm.
Show love to some of these folks is out here getting busy week to week on TV, and despite who Homeboy was,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? They still got them goddamn Great American Big.
Still a sponsor.
They signed a contract, I guess.
Yeah.
Listen, what if I always say this when I think about that beer? What if the beer good?
I wouldn't even know. I don't even drink beer. So
I don't drink beer either.
What if the goddamn would you?
I do not drink beer.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think American beer is good.
It can be. It can be. It all depends on the brand and what you like. But everybody make. Oh, it's all sorts of stuff. It's disgusting foreign beer. It's terrible beers from Germany. It's amazing beers from Germany. But I think it's just, beer wise, it's just what you like. You know what I'm saying? Coors Light ain't nasty, but it just ain't great.
There's one can in my refrigerator because my son and his friend bought that shit. I was like, "What is this? Why do you have this in here?" I didn't bring it, Mom. Okay, and a whole bottle. I have so many bottles of Stella in my refrigerator, but y'all
Stella ain't a
chose
bad beer.
to drink the Coors Light.
Hey, listen. Sometimes you got to drink a beer. You don't want to get drunk. Listen, you drink Coors Light. You cannot get drunk off Coors Light. You will piss yourself dry before you can get drunk. Because by the third beer, you peeing. You want to piss yourself goddamn drunk, mess around with the goddamn. But I mean, I guess listen, we spent a half hour on Brother Hogan, right? And I know cuz gonna come in here and want to have a conversation, but we not running it back. We not running it back. We said what we said. I guess is there anything that y'all expected to hear from us or question how we feel? Because I feel like I stated mine perfectly. I don't know if y'all have any more Hulk Hogan bars to get off.
30 minutes is enough.